It is March 15, 1945. The sun rises over the Pacific Ocean, illuminating a Japanese airbase. Lieutenant Hiroshi Takeda is a young and then a courageous pilot who stands, staring at the horizon. Next to him is his best friend, Ensign Ryo Nakamura, another pilot equally loyal to their motherland. The men have been selected for a covert assignment, one that offers glory but no return. Masato Kuroda, the commander, addresses the pilots. The air is thick. His voice is steady but grave. "Gentlemen, the war is not going well. Our foes are growing stronger, but we have an ace that could turn the tide. This is a powerful weapon, but this is not a weapon you are coming back from using. If anyone wants to step off, now's the time." The group is silent. Hiroshi and Ryo exchange glances and nod. They step out, prepared to give their lives for their country. Commander Kuroda admires them closely. "You now belong to the 801st Special Attack Unit. You will be heroes." Pilots see the weapon, named the Kaze, Japanese for wind. It's a small rocket-powered plane which will be launched from a bomber and flown straight into enemy ships. Hiroshi and Ryo are amazed at the weapon, but know what it means. They will not survive. For the next several weeks, they train hard, mastering how to use the Kaze and preparing for their last mission. The mission starts on April 3, 1945. Ryo is placed in reserve as Hiroshi is selected to pilot the first Kaze. Ryo stands on the ground below, all pride and sorrow as the bombers launch. "Fly well, my friend," he says quietly. Hiroshi is high in the sky, sitting in the cockpit of the Kaze, which is suspended in the bomb bay of the bomber. The radio crackles. "Enemy ship spotted. Get ready to launch." Hiroshi inhales a slow breath and transmits a Morse code message, "Ready to launch." But something goes wrong. The release mechanism jams and Hiroshi is trapped in the bomber. The enemy anti-aircraft guns open fire on them, and the bomber shakes. The crew scramble to solve the problem, but time is short. Hiroshi understands that if the bomber is struck, they'll all perish. The mechanism is finally fixed, and Hiroshi's Kaze drops from the bomber. The rocket engine lights, and the Kaze dives toward the enemy vessel. The force of the plunge pushes Hiroshi into the back of his seat, but he's still focused. Here below him is his target, a huge enemy destroyer bristling with guns. Hiroshi has a tight grip on the controls and locks onto the ship. Time slips as he moves closer. Every second stretches. His mind is filled with memories of his family, his friends, of peaceful days before the war. He murmurs, "For Japan." The Kaze slams into the destroyer. The massive warhead detonates. The ship is splitting in two with fire and debris flying everywhere. Hiroshi's sacrifice has blown up the enemy ship, but took his own life. Back at the airbase, Ryo gets the news of Hiroshi's success. He says he is proud for his friend, but heartbroken. He has lost someone who meant so much to him. Days go by and Ryo trains, hoping to make Hiroshi proud. But the war concludes before Ryo can take to the air on his own mission. Years later, Ryo goes to a quiet hill overlooking the ocean, where he and Hiroshi used to train. He sets down a small wooden plaque in the ground with Hiroshi's name and said, "A hero who gave everything." The sky in the background darkens from purple to black. Ryo stands alone in front of the stone that marks his best friend's grave. They grew up together, and he died for their country.